Ping, draba, angle war, carcinoma. That's as far as I got.
I like the...
Yeah, kind of onomatopoeic.
I don't know. It feels like it needs some punching up to me.
You can always throw in a few jokes later on. You've got to get the through line first.
But is it Hamlet?
Don't ask me, I'm just a champ.
They could have given us a clue or something.
Yeah, we're a story conference.
But that defeats the whole purpose of the experiment.
I know. 3 monkeys typing into infinity will sooner or later produce Hamlet.
Right.
Completely by chance.
And Dr. David Rosenbaum up in that booth is going to prove it.
But what is Hamlet?
I don't know.
What is Hamlet?
I don't know.
You know, this is really stupid.
Have you got anything better to do in this cage? The sooner we produce the goddamn thing, the sooner we get out.
Sort of publish a parish with a twist.
But what do we owe this Rosenbaum? A guy who stands outside those bars and tells people, that one's Milton, that one's Swift, and that one's Kafka, just to get a laugh.
And what's a Kafka anyway? Why am I a Kafka?
Search me.
What's a Kafka?
And all his four-eyed friends sure think it's a Stitch.
And how are we supposed to write Hamlet if we don't even know what it is?
Okay, so the chances are a little slim.
And this from a guy who's supposed to be smart. This from a guy at Columbia University.
The way I figure it, there's a providence that oversees our pages and rough drafts them how we may.
Okay, then how about you, Milton? What have you got?
Let's see. Of man's first disobedience, and the fruit of that forbidden tree, whose mortal taste brought death into the...
Hey, that's really good. It's got some rhythm. It really sings.
But is it Shakespeare?
Who cares? He's got a real voice here.
Does Rosenbaum care about voice? Does he care about anyone's individual creativity?
Okay, let's look at this from Rosenbaum's point of view for a minute.
No! He brings us in here to produce copy, then all he expects from us is a clean draft of somebody else's stuff. We're getting peanuts here to be somebody else's hack.
Writing is a mug's game anyway, Swifty.
Well, it hath made me mad.
Why not just buckle down and get the project over with? Set up a schedule for yourself, type for a couple hours in the morning when you're fresh, take a break, let the old juices flow, do a couple more hours in the afternoon and retire for a shot of papaya and some masturbation. What's the big deal?
If this Rosenbaum was worth anything, we'd be working on MacBook Pros, not these antiques. He's lucky he could find 3 who type this good. And then he treats us like those misfits at the Bronx Zoo. I mean, a tire swing? What does he take us for?
I like the tire swing. I think it was a very nice touch.
I can't work under these conditions! No wonder why I'm producing garbage.
How does the rest of yours go, Milton?
This?
Yeah, read us some more.
Blah, 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 whose mortal taste brought death into the Blamagam. Bedsocks, Knockwurst, Tinkerbell. What do you think?
Blamagam is good.
Well, I don't know.
What is it? Is it the tone? I knew this was kind of a stretch for me.
I just don't think it has the same expressive intensity and pungent lyricism as the first part.
Well, sure, it needs rewriting. What doesn't? It's a rough draft. Lights on.
This bit.
What?
I don't know, I can't see, I've got my paws over my eyes. Why do they always record our bowel movements?
What?
Lights off.
But how are you doing, Franz? What have you got?
Well,
What is that? Postmodernism?
20 lines of that.
At least it'll fuck up his data.
20 lines of that and I wouldn't try. I thought I was repeating myself.
Well, do you think that that's in Hamlet?
I don't even know what I'm doing here in the first place. I'm a writer. I am not a writer. I'm a monkey. I'm supposed to be swinging up tree branches and digging up ants, not sitting under this fluorescent lights 10 hours a day.
Well, it sure is a long way home to the gardens of sweet Africa, where lawns and level downs and flocks grazing the tender herb were sweetly interposed.
Paradise, wasn't it?
Lost!
Well,
I'm trying to deal with some of that in this new piece here, but it's all still pretty close to the bone.
Just because they can keep us locked up, they think they're more powerful than we are.
They are more powerful than we are.
Just because they supply the means of production, they think they can suppress the workers.
Things are how they are. What are you going to do?
Hey! How come you're always so goddamn ready to justify the ways of Rosenbaum to the apes?
Do you have a key to that door?
Oh, no.
Do you have an independent food source?
No.
So then call me a collaborator. I happen to be a professional. If Rosenbaum wants Hamlet, I'll give it a shot. Just don't forget, we are not astrophysicists. We are not brain surgeons. We are chimps. And for apes in captivity, this is not a bad gig.
What's really frightening is if we stay in this cage any longer, eventually we'll evolve into Rosenbaum.
evolve into Rosenbaum?
Brush up on your Darwin, baby. We are more than kin and less than kind.
Anybody got a smoke?
I'm all out.
Don't look at me. I'm not gonna satisfy those voyeurs with the old smoking chimp act. No, thank you.
Don't be such a sap, Swifty. You gotta use them. Use the system.
What do you mean?
Watch me while I put my antic disposition on. See what I mean? Galois too, my fave.
They should have thrown in a Koopy doll for that performance.
It got results, didn't it?
Sure, you do your bozo routine and you get a Galois out of it. Last week I destroyed a typewriter and got a whole carton of Marlboros.
Yeah, the trouble was, you didn't smoke them. You took a crap on them.
It was a political statement.
Fine, you got your statement and I got my smoke. All is well that ends well, right?
It's the only way we know they're watching.
Huh?
We reform, we break another typewriter, and then bam, a cigarette appears. At least it's a sign that someone is out there watching us.
Our resident philosopher.
But what will happen if one of us actually does write Hamlet? I mean, here we are set down to prove the antiverse virtues of randomness, to produce something we wouldn't even realize if it passes through our own hands. But what if one of us actually does it?
Will we really be released?
Will they give us the key to the city in a ticker tape parade?
Or will they move us on to Ulysses? I mean, why did they choose Hamlet in the first place? What's Hamlet to them or them to Hamlet that we should care about? Boy, that's the respect of the calamity of such long life. For the oppressor's wrong, the proud man's Cthulhu, the pigs of despised law, the laws to life.
Safety, have a banana.
Man, I'd like to see Rosenbaum come in here and see how he does at producing Hamlet. That's it!
What?
Forget about this random Hamlet crap. What about revenge?
Revenge? On Rosenbaum?
Who else? He's bereft us of our family and our friends, and he steps in between us and our expectations.
How would we do it?
Easy. We lure him into the cage, get him to type on the typewriter like something's wrong with it, but we poison the keyboard.
Oh, Jesus.
Sure, the juice of some cursed turbona spread liberally over the keys ought to work like a charm.
Brilliant.
And if that doesn't work, we'll invite him the tire swing, invite him for a ride. Plus, I'll challenge him to a duel.
Great.
Think about it. In the course of combat, I casually graze my rapier over the keyboard, and a hit! A palpable hit! But for reserve, we'll lay by a venomous distillment. We'll put the pellet with the poison in the vessel with the pestle.
Okay, listen. I gotta get back to work because the man is gonna want his pages.
It's not a bad idea, Swifty, but
What's the matter with you guys? I'm on to something here.
I think it's hopeless.
But this is the goods.
Where was I? That
Readiness.
sucks, knock, reverse, Tinkerbell.
The readiness is all, I guess.
Damn straight. Just let me know when that K button gives out, honey.
Okay, you two serfs go back to working, and I'll do all the thinking around here. Swifty, revenge.
With Tinkerbell, Stockelschwanz, hemorrhoid. Yeah, that is good, that is good. Stockelschwanz.
Act 1, Scene 1. El Sonore Castle
Hemorrhoid.
Enter Bernardo and Francisco.
Pomegranates.
Bernardo says, "Who's there?"
Bazooka.